So we're at Epcot. We're off the bus. A little bit quieter, I think, now that we're off the bus, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
The bus is loud. I mean, I do love the Disney transportation system, but the whole idea of us going to Epcot today is to try and figure out what you can do at Epcot as a grandparent when the kids are riding roller coasters. So we're going to get through the turnstiles. We're going to go through, and once we get through, we'll show you some of the things at Epcot that you can do, and especially now because it's now what food and wine. No, food, flower and garden, right?
It is flower garden. It's not only as a grandparent, but if you don't like those rough rides, this is a video that can show you what you can do if you don't like those the rides that...
The e-ticket rides.
The e-ticket rides, or the rides are hard on your body.
Like Mission to Mars, like Test Track, like Soaring, which really isn't hard on your body, but...
Well, it does get you dizzy sometimes.
It gets you high. High in the sky, I should say.
Right.
High in the sky. So let's get through the turnstiles. We'll get into Epcot and we'll show you a little bit what grandparents can do while you're at Epcot when the kids are off riding the e-ticket rides. So we made it past security, and we're actually going to go into the park right now. We've already got our magic bands, and we're just going to go through the turnstiles.
We haven't been here since October of last year.
Yeah.
So what happened here October last year was the food and wine.
Yeah, now, this is Flower and Garden we're going to, right?
Right. So it's basically the same concept as food and wine, but it's called Flower and Garden. And this one is pretty long. I think this one goes all the way till July.
Well, we're going to get a flyer as soon as we go through the door, and we can actually know for sure. But these used to be called turnstiles because they actually had turnstiles. Now it's just the magic bands. That's why I call it a turnstile. And that, I guess it's still technically a turnstile, even though there's nothing to turn there.
Now, it is one of my favorite things because I love gardening.
Oh, well, look at this right off the bat, honey. Right off the bat. Wow. Again, this is Flower and Garden. And they've got topiaries all throughout the area.
And it has a 50th birthday cake. If you notice on top of, is that?
That is, yeah, that's the 50th birthday cake up on top there.
Now, is this Pluto?
This is Goofy.
Goofy.
This is Goofy. So.
So there is a sign at Flower and Garden Festival
2022.
Right.
I'm trying not to turn too fast because the gimbal has a hard time following me sometimes.
So there's a couple of things you want to take a look at. There is tons of different languages here. Mm-hmm. English here. So for those who don't like digital, they still have maps.
Portuguese, Asian, French, Spanish, Dutch, and then the English version right here is...
Yeah, so this is basically will be your guide on what you can do and what you can't do, because they do have heights and stuff like that in here.
And then the big map, if you open up to the map too, honey.
Right.
You got one more page you can open, one more flip you can open too.
Okay. So this is the map.
This is the map of Epcot.
So there actually are height things, so you want to go and see lower heights. So for example, we're going to go and see which ones, like there are some that are 40 inches, 44 inches. So you may have babies that is younger than that.
So there's a lot of different things that you can do. And again, what we're looking for is stuff that you can do as a grandparent where the kids are like riding Mission to Mars or Test Track, or if you don't want to get on Soaring, some of the things that you can do while you're here. So, and the map tells you there, you see there's numbers on by each of those, and the map, it corresponds on the map here so you can find where you are. And we're eventually going to get back by the lagoon there and walk around the world. So that's where Flower and Garden really is. And I think you're going to grab one of the Flower and Garden things as well.
Right, because this is, when I said there was a date, this is going all the way to July 4th.
So she's going to pick up the Flower and Garden and bring that with us as well. And look at some of the things there. I'm not going to hit everything because that's going to take us like all day. But I want to hit on some of the big things.
But it says there's some stuff there's topiaries, gardens, outdoor kitchens, concerts, merchandise, gardens, scavenger hunts, interactive experiences. So there's quite a few things for all ages. Mm-hmm. Topiaries, I love the topiaries. So
one of the secrets that Peg found a long time ago with Flower and Garden is the monorail. And if you want to see, this is the monorail up here. And when it comes through and it makes the circle inside the park, you can see a lot of the flower and garden already, depending on where you sit in the monorail, right, honey?
Right.
So we're going to walk inside.
So we are actually here late afternoon. Why we're here late afternoon is because a lot of people leave about this time.
One of the first things I'm going to show you that a grandparent can do, and I think it's closed right now for some reason.
No, it is open now.
Oh, it is open now?
It was down earlier.
Is Spaceship Earth. And it's basically a slow speed ride through the history of the world. And we've done this almost every time that we've come.
And if you are in a wheelchair, there is a disability entrance, and they can slow down the track going in.
Yep.
Because we did that with my parents when they were here a few years ago with us.
It doesn't look like the wait's that long, honey. I think it's only a 10-minute wait.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
So we're going to jump on Spaceship Earth. They do have a lightning lane, and Peg can explain what a lightning lane is. But right now it's only a 10-minute wait to get on Spaceship Earth, so we're going to do Spaceship Earth. I will say that one of the cool things you do when you first get on the ride is touch your language. We're going to touch English. And again, it's got the rolling track, so you just get on it and you start. And they will slow it down for a wheelchair like it's doing right now. It's slowing down to let a wheelchair either on or off.
And we'll take a picture in a minute.
Yeah.
And they stop and turn. For your safety, remain seated at all times. During your slow-moving journey, your time
And as soon as we get up in here, I'll
slowly
probably turn the
rotates
video
back, and they
off.
stop momentarily.
And they will take your picture for later on in the video, and we'll restart it when we get up there.
Your time
So
machine will slowly rotate back, and they stop
again, if you're
momentarily.
claustrophobic,
For your
you might want to wait. This is what we're going to do. We're going to touch where we live. I'm just going to the Midwest. Get close to the Midwest. And then it'll ask us some questions. That's where it takes your picture right here, honey. Look pretty.
Good. Sending photos to the future. All systems are go. Linking you now to your guide.
And then it'll ask you the questions afterwards, I believe. Yep.
Like a grand and miraculous spaceship,
So we'll talk in a minute.
future of this.
I do want to show this inside Spaceship Earth. We're at the very top. And this is what you see at the very top of Spaceship Earth. You see Earth. And this is I'd love to be able to see this actually from sometime in space, but I don't think that'll happen with my lifetime, so.
Now ask a few questions first. Then we'll show
Okay.
you a new world.
Now we can answer questions, honey. I'm going to let you answer.
Ready?
What are we most interested in?
Health.
Okay. What best describes you? You like to plan ahead. What would help motivate you to exercise?
Having a goal.
Do you take vitamins?
Yes, every day.
How would you like to spend your time with your friends?
An outdoor adventure.
Where would you like to live in the future?
The country.
How do you want to travel in the future?
Let's go rocket bike. How's that?
Rocket bike? Okay. Here we go.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Welcome to the future. Or should I say, your future?
Nice picture, honey.
Right. Steve likes healthy food.
The healthy food's not happening. Oh, it's getting better. It really is, thanks to you.
It's too good to miss.
So here's another thing that you can do if you're just a grandparent and you're looking for something to do while the kids are like on soaring or on test track. Go to the Dixie and Pixar Short Film Festival. They have some short films that you can watch while you're waiting, like Get a Horse, Piper, which is actually really cool, and then Feast. So we've done this before, and you can do that here as well, right by Figment of Your Imagination, which is right next to it, which is another thing you can do. It's a short ride. You can do this with the kids if you want.
There's no height requirement on this one.
No, so this is actually a good one to do with the kids. Journey into Imagination with Figment. And a lot of people remember Figment. Now, you were talking about the popcorn buckets.
Right, they are totally sold out. They've been sold out today. They did have some this week, so you have to get in the queue.
Well, explain what the popcorn bucket is.
It is a Figment popcorn bucket. Everybody's after the Figment popcorn bucket. It's just like a collector's thing, and there's just this big following. We don't collect it. I heard about it.
Yeah.
People wait in line hours and hours and hours. But as I said, they do come in and they do go. But they did have them in stock earlier this week, but they are gone today.
So if you don't know who Figment is, Figment of Your Imagination, it's a Disney character. I know a lot of people know who Figment is, and a lot of people remember Figment. But you know, I'd love for people to just, hey, what's your memory of Figment? What's your Figment of your imagination? So we're going to walk back. We're going to walk back over to.
Oh, another flower. See?
Oh, we missed this one.
We've missed Figment.
This is Figment.
Speaking of Figment.
We were mentioning Figment. So here's another topiary, honey. We were talking about Figment of Your Imagination. There is Figment right there. So as we look for topiaries around here.
Right. Something else that is only in the flower garden is the butterfly house.
Right. They have that again. Oh, they have it here. They've moved it.
Right.
Because of all the construction, it's over here now. Oh, some more topiaries, honey.
We could go in a butterfly house. We could see it.
We're going in the butterfly house for a second, but here's Bambi and some of the characters from Bambi. Some more topiaries. Those are all plants, by the way.
Thumper and
I can't remember what
flower,
yeah.
Remember the skunk and flower. Okay,
yep.
This is I love this.
Did you want to go in the butterfly house?
Yes, we do. This is something you can do.
So we're actually going to walk in the butterfly.
Butterfly house.
Butterfly house.
So there are tons of butterflies in here. Look, honey.
Yeah, look at all the butterflies flying around.
So this is something free inside the park during flowering garden. And it has tons of flowers here.
I'm going to let you talk because you know the flowers. I don't.
I don't. I would just basically read them.
I just like looking at the butterflies. Oh, here you go. This is if you want your own butterfly habitat. Choose a sunny spot, sheltered from the wind. Plant lots of nectar flowers. Provide host plants and expect them to be eaten. Include shallow saucers with pebbles and wet sand. Butterflies get thirsty too. Sit back and enjoy your butterfly habit. After you pull plants, keep plants free from pesticides and pull your weeds by hand. That's if you want butterflies. Look at all the butterflies.
Oh, snapdragons. Here's some snapdragons, honey.
I know, you like snapdragons.
And they're just flying in this butterfly house. Look at that.
I don't know how they keep all the butterflies in here.
Well, they do because of the chains. They can't get out. So dill, fennel, and parsley.
Wow.
Passion vine, nectar plants.
This
daisies.
is interesting. I know you're into gardening all of a sudden.
I love gardening.
Well, not all of a sudden, but actually getting more into it than you were before.
I love gardening. It's just one thing that just relaxes me.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes someone stresses me out.
Me?
Oh, look at that. The butterfly life cycle.
There's larvae right there.
Mm-hmm.
Those will be eventually butterflies. That is amazingly
Right here.
cool.
And they tell you the butterfly life cycle. This is actually a very educational area.
Mm-hmm. Something you can do with the kids or by yourself. There's some more larvae.
And they
This is
actually
cool.
show you what kind of butterflies are in here. See? Swallowtail butterflies.
Well, some of them anyway.
Mhm.
I don't know if they have any monarch butterflies here, do they?
I don't know.
I
They
haven't seen
could.
any monarchs.
So they basically have different ones. It's just beautiful.
Yep.
And very relaxing in here.
Well, I do want to highlight this right there.
These don't touch their wings. Like they are. Right there.
Oh, that was so close. He almost landed on the camera. I call a butterfly a he.
He?
I have no idea if it's a he or a she.
You don't know if it's a he or she? Can we go into soaring?
Oh,
Because
you want to go here now?
Yes, because we want to show you, soaring is basically the e-ticket ride. So there is a height requirement.
And soaring is in the land. It's the land featuring soaring is what it is. And they brought soaring over from California, right?
Right.
From Disney World, or Disneyland rather. And it's been redesigned. It's now soaring around the world rather than soaring over California, right?
Right. So soaring is the one that is a height requirement.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are a grandparent, you may not want to do that. It does get you slightly dizzy. But if you don't want to do that, you could take the grandkids to use Living with the Land, which I love. If you want to pay a little bit of money, you can do the behind the scenes tour, which is basically the greenhouse of Living with the Land. There is a dining character experience, and there is a short film, Awesome Planet. So these three, Awesome Planet, Living the Land, you can do as they're on soaring.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
soaring can take a long wait depending on the weight.
I've seen soaring as long as a 2-hour wait. So trust me, if they're in waiting, you go do other things.
Right.
So here's what it looks like.
So as you see down there, there's the Living with the Land, and soaring is right next to it. So we go downstairs to show
Living with the
them.
Land is over there.
And we could go downstairs to show them what is
And
it.
yeah, it's soaring around the world now.
Right there. So
over
soaring is
there.
right there, yeah. So
So we're going to go down there. I want to see what the wait time is for soaring. Right now, the wait time on Living with the Land is only 5 minutes.
Right.
But I want to go see what the wait time for soaring around the world is. So we're going to walk around. Now, there's two ways to get down here. You can either take a ramp down or take an escalator. There is an elevator, though, for handicap. So almost everything at Disney in any of the parks is ADA compliant. So So here's another view. That's the restaurant, the Seasons, which I think almost everything that they serve here is grown here. Well, actually, the vegetables and things like that, right? They're all grown here, if I'm
Some
correct.
of them are.
I know the Garden Grill, most of it is.
Mhm.
And this is the sit-down character dinner.
And they do have Chip and Dale, so that is. It's an all you can eat.
So yeah, harvest-inspired garden salad. Everything pretty much is grown here. And you do need reservations to get in there. That's the sit-down. Let's go down the escalator, honey. The Seasons would be your quick serve. So if you just want to grab something and go and sit down here, that's what the Seasons is. There's Living with the Land, and again a 5-minute wait to get on that. That's a boat ride through the greenhouse.
Right.
But they also explain to you how everything is grown,
It's basically hydroponics.
and it's very, very educational. So Soaring Around the World is the new one. It was Soaring over California because it was a California adventure. Now it's Soaring Around the World, and they take you over around the entire world. I don't know how they film it, but it is incredible. If you can do it, do it. If you can't, then go do something else. Let your kids do this. But this is incredible, and it's only a 45-minute wait, right?
Right.
So I don't know if we're going to do it now. I don't think so.
Nope, we're not.
So we're going to go find something else to show you to do. But that's one of the places you want to check out. And there's really good. Show you some of the decorations. Now, this space in here has actually been a couple of 3 different things in the time that we've been coming through here. This is Awesome Planet, and it's now it's a movie.
Is this a movie? It's like a movie, yes.
It's like a movie. I remember when Ghirardelli was in here for a little
Right.
bit. You can get Ghirardelli chocolate in there, but now it's a movie. Awesome Planet. If you want to check that out to kill some time. How long is it? It's a 10-minute movie, so you can check that out if you want in here. Again, some things that you can do while the kids are doing other things. So that is the land.
So you know, we're on the right side of the park after you come in.
Yep.
So the right side is where you really need to focus yourself at if you're watching the grandkids or do not want to do any of the rough on your body rides.
And again, this has changed so much over the years. It was originally just the land, and then Disney decided that they had to bring in something to dress it up a little bit. And Soaring came in, and then so on and so forth. So Disney is doing a lot of construction, and I'm going to get as close as I can so you can see some of it. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing there. You might know a little bit more than I would what's going on over the fence, honey. But they've been doing a lot of construction here over the last couple of years.
Is that the Moana water feature?
That might be the Moana water feature that they're building. But that's all fenced off now. And I'm trying to get a little bit behind the scenes there. I think that's about as close as I'm going to get, honey. I think that's about as close as I'm going to get. But that gives you a little bit of idea what's going on behind the scenes over there. And kind of more than we know, right?
Right.
So we're going to walk over now to back to the lands, not the lands, but the seas.
The back of the seas.
Because there's a couple of things that we kind of walked by originally that we want to show you at the seas. So Hank, another thing you're going to find at any Disney park is a ton of strollers. So if you're bringing strollers, remember where you parked. So we're going to actually go in the back side of the ride. We're not going through the ride, but you can get in through the back, because in the back here is a couple of different things, including a Turtle Talk with Crush, and also an aquarium that you can check out, including sharks, I might add. So there are sharks in here.
These are just what we call hidden gems that not a lot of people know about, and we just want to share them with you.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, every ride at Disney always ends in a gift shop, just so you know that. It's a good place to get pictures for your kids. Bruce's sub house.
It's like a play area.
Yeah, a little play area for the kids.
Oh, there's
There's a clownfish right there. There's
and
Dory. There goes Dory.
Yes.
That is a manatee. Wow, he's big.
He can grow up to 15 feet long. I think that's longer than 15 feet, honey.
That's about a 12-footer. I'm just guessing. You want to go up and see the aquarium?
Yes. Undersea viewing area.
Here's the bottom part of the...
Here.
So here's the aquarium. This is huge. So yeah, this is the end of the Nemo ride. The what do they call it? What's the
Finding Nemo ride.
Finding Nemo ride. You ride in a clamshell, and it brings you out here. This is the end of it, and it brings you right to what they call Turtle Talk with Crush. And I'll tell you the 2 words that you're going to hear if you take your kids to Turtle Talk with Crush The two words that you're going to hear is dude. You're going to have to say everything is dude, just so you know.
Okay.
So, right now there's a 10-minute wait for Turtle Talk.
So it's a very interactive.
It's really weird because it talks to you. I mean, it really does talk to you. Turtle Crush does talk to you and talks to the kids.
Right.
And gets the kids, even the really younger kids, involved in the show. And it's about a 20-minute show, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I think it may be 10.
So, but it's really cool. And this is something that you as a grandparent can sit back in the back, put your kids up front, and just enjoy because it's really, really good.
It's actually rather funny.
So we like doing this just by ourselves, just to watch the kids' reaction to the show. So, and not our kids, but anybody's kids, because it's very, very cool.
Yeah,
So
good.
I want to go upstairs.
Right here.
Because upstairs is where you can get a better view of the aquarium. And there's two ways you can get up. You can take the escalator up or you can take the stairs, either way. And there is an elevator, so just so you know.
3 ways up.
Huh?
That's 3 ways.
3 ways up. There is an elevator.
Yeah, that's 3 ways up, not 2.
Okay, 3 ways. Elevator, stairs, and escalator. But there's other rooms up here you can check out. And again, there's a lot of educational stuff as well. So if you want to bring, ooh,
look, there's
see
a
the shark?
dolphin right there. There it is. There it is,
That's
honey.
a dolphin.
There it is, honey. There's
Yeah,
a couple
that's
dolphins.
There's a couple of dolphins over there.
There they are.
A couple of dolphins in there.
Oh, look at this. This is just amazing.
Look at those.
Keep going, honey. There's so much
Yeah.
up here. I didn't realize how big this was.
Yeah, we've been back here, but it's been a long time.
Wow. Look at the schools of fish.
Now, I will say the aquarium is actually part of the ride. If you look here, see that tunnel right there? That is actually part of the ride of Finding Nemo, the ride that you go through, because they want to show the aquarium as well throughout the ride. And what it is, even if you see the top there, those are all, you can see through them when you're in the ride. So you can see the fish. This is really cool.
Oh, look at the stingray. There's a huge stingray right there. No, is that a stingray? Oh no. I don't know what kind
That's
of
a
fish.
shark.
Is that a shark?
That's a shark, honey.
Oh, that's a shark?
That is a shark.
Oh, that is a shark. Look at that fin.
Yeah, that is a shark, honey. There's a big school of fish right there, and there's another shark right there. I found a hidden Mickey, honey.
There's really not a hidden Mickey.
Wow. This is so cool. So we're taking the escalator down. What'd you think, honey?
I loved it. It's been a while since I've been here, but
Yeah.
this is something we want to share with you guys. This is something you can do and not do a ride.
Yeah, exactly. This is really, really cool. And again, you take the ride and you end up right here. So this is the seas with Nemo. We've done the land. Where do we want to go next?
We're going to go to the back of the park.
Oh, God, go around the world.
Right, around the world, because you see the left side has test track and it has,
Mission to Mars.
and that is, there are height requirements, and I don't recommend doing test track if you don't like.
Now, if you have a need for speed, trust me, test track is fine. But realistically, as you get older, it really can be bumpy.
Right.
And I've walked off there, don't get me wrong, I love test track, but there's been a couple of times I've come off the test track and my back has hurted for the rest of the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
So, you know, just be advised that there's a lot of jerkiness in test tracks that you might have to deal with.
Right. There are two. There's called Mission to Mars. There are two.
There's a, what is there? There's a green and an orange.
Yes. So.
And there's a green and an orange. And there's one that's less violent and one that's more violent. So.
Right. And it has to do with the G-forces.
Yep.
But there used to be a game at the end of, I don't know if it was there, but there used to be a game.
They stopped it during COVID, but I don't know if they started it back up again or not.
So that is on the left side of the park when you come in. But right now we're going to go to the world.
We're going to go to the back of the park and show you real quick the world. These are amazing.
Nyla, Simba.
Yeah.
No, I think that's Mufasa, and I don't know what is Simba's mom's name.
Well, that's not Mufasa, I don't think.
That is Mufasa.
Is that Mufasa?
That's Mufasa.
Okay.
Because that's Simba on the top.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Okay.
I thought that was an adult Simba,
Okay.
but I don't know. It could be Mufasa. So if you remember me telling you early on in this video about the trick that Peg always has about the monorail and getting on the monorail, there's the monorail track right there. You see it right around there. You get on the monorail, you can come by see all this here as part of Flower and Garden.
Without paying admission. Sorry, but that's just my trick.
Without having to pay to get inside. And you've of course got Mickeys there, hidden Mickeys. And they have a big 50 right there in the middle there. I think they have Minnie too here somewhere. But this is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful.
They just said you would have to ride it from Ticket and Transportation to Epcot. It's the monorail.
And then just ride it back to Ticket and Transportation, and you can see this whole flower display and a lot of the topiaries without paying admission to Epcot.
Well, we've done that when we don't have an annual pass, okay?
Yeah, so you have the butterfly topiaries. Now, this is going to give you a better view of what I was talking about.
Oh, there's that 50th emblem. I did not see that. Oh, there is a Mickey and Minnie. Do you see that?
Yeah, I told you. That's what I thought I saw.
Oh, lots of Mickey.
Let me zoom in on that a little bit. So there's Minnie. There's Mickey. Minnie. There's the 50. There's Minnie again. And there's Mickey again, all in flowers. That is absolutely gorgeous. And then of course you back off a little bit and you can see the topiaries. They've got the butterfly topiaries here. Yeah.
Oh, that is not
Okay,
gorgeous.
honey, get up close to that. I want to get you in the video.
Yeah, nobody usually sees me, so you get to see me here.
There
you
you
get
are.
to see me quite a bit in this video.
Yeah, you're going to see about. So there you go. From Fantasia, that's Mickey. Now the other thing, by the way, I want to mention. There's some figurines throughout the park to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom.
Okay,
And they've got them in all the parks. And here's one of them from Coco. And of course, it's right here in Mexico. Mexico's the first one on the left side as you walk in. And Canada is the first one on the right side as you walk in. And then there's countries all the way around. And I do want to show you all the way in the back.
Hold on, there's 50 statues, honey. You have to mention.
Oh.
Part of the 50th anniversary, they're scattered throughout all the different parks. And there are 50 statues, so you can technically take pictures of all the statues or just get pictures because these are very limited. It's going to be around for 18 months, and well, now it's not 18 months, less than that. The celebration is 18 months, and after that, they'll be gone.
There's two more here that I can show you real quick, but I did want to focus in on the back of the park because I can do that from here as well. There's
Groot
and Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. And then, of course, he likes warm hugs. There's Olaf. Now, again, I want to show you really all the way in the back of the park. And I'm going to zoom in on it. At the very back of the park is Freedom Hall. That is where the U.S. is. The United States is all the way in the back of the park. So if you want to go see that, you can go see that. There's a good film presentation there, by the way, of Freedom Hall at Freedom Hall of the United States. Here is the map of the world, and here is where we are right now, right here. So you go to the left, you've got Mexico, and that's where the
Three
Caballeros are. Norway is where Frozen is, which is the old Maelstrom. And then you've got China. China actually has a really good 360 film that you can check out. You come around here to Germany.
Lots of beer.
Lots of beer. Italy, some great food in Italy, by the way, I should say. Come down here, and I showed you the Great American Adventure.
Oh, that is a show. So there is a show back there.
Yeah, I told you that. Japan. My kids love going to Japan when we come for the food. And they do have good sake, by the way, just so you know. Morocco's back there. Also France, that's where Ratatouille is.
And also there is a Belle sing-along. So there is something else. There's quite a few things in the world. It is called, let me make sure the name of it so I'm not chopping this up. It's called the Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along.
And that's in France?
Right. And there's also Impressions of France that has an experience and charm of the French countryside through film. There is a lot in the back to do also.
Yeah, and then you come around a little bit further down there, you've got United Kingdom, and then Canada. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 countries represented around the world. So there you go. And again, I would not recommend drinking around the world as my adult children have done in the past, but eating around the world is actually a good idea.
Yes.
One of the things that we've done before is during Food and Wine is go around and sample all the foods at the different kiosks around the different worlds.
So go hungry.
So this is the other side of the bridge. Yeah, go hungry. Go hungry if you're going to do that. This is the other side of the bridge. If you see that building in the background, the brown one with the windows, looks like windows, that is Guardians of the Galaxy. No, is that Morocco?
That's
no,
Morocco.
that's Morocco.
Guardians of the Galaxy is there.
That circular building is Test Track.
And up there is Guardians of the Galaxy.
And then if you look over there underneath the monorail, that's the new Guardians of the Galaxy.
Supposed
right there in the middle.
to open up in May. Someone leaked it out. It's supposed to be open end of May.
Now, where are we going to be in the end of May? So we were walking down Main Street, USA, after walking into the Magic Kingdom, and we heard somebody said, "It's open, it's open." And we're like, "What?" "Mine Train, it's open." And everybody started running back to Mine Train, which is behind the castle at Magic Kingdom. And we got on Mine Train in 20 minutes.
But we also were here for the Avatar soft opening.
That's right. We were
for Pandora.
We got into the Avatar soft opening as well. And that was lucky too, because we weren't expecting that either.
So they tend to debut rides around Memorial Day, and it was leaked accidentally, or was it not accidental, a few days ago?
That Guardians of the Galaxy was going to be opening. So we might be able to get on Guardians of the Galaxy before it opens up as well.
If we decide to come here.
We haven't decided yet.
Right.
So there goes the monorail again, honey. Want to take a monorail ride before we end the day?
We could.
So thanks for watching this video. We do appreciate you checking it out. As always, we love coming to Disney and we love sharing our experiences. But we kind of wanted to do this video a little bit about, as we're grandparents now, what do you do as a grandparent when you can't do the rides that the kids want to ride, like Test Track, Mission to Mars, Mission to Space, like soaring if you get dizzy in heights and things like that. So what do you do other than that? So Epcot's a kind of place to go. It's very educational for the kids and for the adults. I've learned a lot just even as an older adult by going to the seas or going to the lands and taking some of the slow rides there. So just some of the things that you can check out here. Thanks for watching this video. Always appreciate you checking us out, checking the videos out. Thanks for watching. If you've not hit the subscribe button below, please do so. Also that bell notification button, because that's going to get you notified when we put up future videos. And there are more coming from our trip down here to Disney. And we appreciate you checking it out. Always hit that like button because that helps us out immensely. Thanks for watching, and just like we're having right now, have yourselves a magical day.